Let's get to the big takeaways from the episode on the whole. The others or the hive mind is not required to attend to Carol. They can choose to leave her alone. How long until we think they return? I don't know. My guess is a couple of days.
Do we think they're going to return to Albuquerque?
I have to imagine.
Yeah.
They say their feelings for her haven't changed. I don't know, though. It's entirely possible that we don't see the others the rest of the season. It's kind of going one day at a time, so it's not beyond the realm of possibility that they don't return until the season finale or something. I don't really know. It feels like a good point with the Carol to like go and do something else next episode and keep us cliffhanging and then find out what it is Carol saw through like Manusos or Kumba getting a video from Carol and popping it in and us watching that or something cool and creative like that. The others are all seemingly consuming this same liquid for their sustenance. Carol hypothesized that this liquid might also be what allows them to all stay connected, but I felt like she was going too far with it and this is probably just their nutrition.
I think it's just their nutrition, but the other thing this had me thinking of is in episode 2 or 3 when we watch Zosha come from, the other side of the world. You just have this idea of like, do they sleep?
Right.
Do they eat? It seems like they can just go all day. Surely they use the bathroom still, right? Like basically the usual human functions, they seem to have some sort of like lesser need for.
Yeah, and I thought she slammed a coffee when she got off that flight.
She slammed a coffee, yes.
I think it might have been this
It probably was this
Which also begs the question, how quickly did they start manufacturing this stuff? Was it immediate? Everybody becomes a hive mind, and immediately the hive mind decides we need mass nutrients.
Yeah.
We have no need for sprouts anymore because we're just going to make this weird liquid and package it up in milk cartons, at least in Albuquerque. Yeah, so a lot of questions there. Weird Carol seems to be making progress in grieving the loss of Helen. She sleeps in their bed, creates a more permanent burial situation, marks it with a headstone of sorts. And Carol is sending video messages to her fellow normies, her fellow survivors, as she calls them. So will they respond?
Somebody's going to respond.
And I was just so taken aback by how quickly she calls and asks to have her trash picked up. The hive mind records a message, a recording, and calls back and plays that for her in like 2 minutes. Right. Like they are so quick on their feet. And the drone's arriving literally immediately. Like she's still standing outside. When she first stood there and was waiting, I was like, yo, they're gonna be a while. They left. And then here comes the drone almost immediately. So that weirded me out too. This was a really fun one. I loved it because I thought it was brilliant to continue adding wrinkles, right? I keep hearing people say like, how are they gonna keep this interesting? Where is it going to go from here? Well, he clearly has a whole bunch of ideas of how to keep it interesting, one of which just occurred. They abandoned the entire city and left her there by herself.